Hello guys, my name is Bob. Welcome to the Excel Math. Today we are going to perform the integration of square root cosecant x minus sin x dx. Alright, so let us begin. The first thing we will do, other than writing the question down, okay, we are going to multiply the top and the bottom by cosine x. So in a sense, we are converting this into a fraction. All right. So it will become something like the integral of square root cosecant x minus sin x. So this is one whole chunk times cosine x over cosine x dx. Okay. So now we're going to do the integration by substitution by letting y be equals to sin x, and then hence your dy over dx is basically equals to cosine x, which means your dy is equals to cosine x dx. So if you're to look at here itself, this whole thing, this one will becomes dy, okay? And this will becomes y. So this cosecant x is actually 1 over sine x. So if we substitute y is equal to sine x, is actually 1 over y. So if we were to write the next step down, is basically equals to integral of square root 1 over y minus y over cosine x dy. So the next thing we are going to convert cosine x. So how do we go about converting cosine x? So as you can see, we make use of the equation down here. So we let y equals to sine x. So how do we represent this by a right angle triangle? Is that, let's say for example, my angle x is here, and this is just a value, all right, y over 1, whereby y is the opposite value of the angle x, while 1 is actually the hypotenuse angle value of sine x. As we know that sine x is actually equals to opposite over hypotenuse. All right. So how do we calculate this? By Pythagoras theorem, this is actually equals to the square root of 1 square minus y square. All right. And we know that cosine x from this right angle triangle is equivalent to square root 1 square minus y square over 1. So it just simply equals to square root 1 square minus y square. So now we have converted the x's into y. So cosine x is actually square root 1 minus y square dy. Alright, the next thing we do is simplify the numerator by changing it into one fraction. So at the bottom is y, on top it's 1 minus y square divided by square root 1 minus y square dy. Okay, so instantly you can see you can actually cancel this and this out. But let's just do one more step. That will be integral of square root 1 over y square. We push down this square root y to the denominator, so that will be square root 1 minus y square times square root y dy. So we can cancel this out. You can see very clearly that you can actually cancel this out. So now we have simplified very much further already, and this is equivalent to y is equals to negative half dy. So we do the integration, we end up having y to the power half divided by half plus c. All right, and this is also equivalent to 2y to the power half plus c. And then we substitute y equals to sine x back into the equation, and that will be equals to 2 sine x to the power of half plus c. Simplify this by changing the indices into square root form. So that is 2 square root sine x plus c, and this is the final answer. Okay, so hope you guys actually understand or how to work out these integration problems. I love integration myself. That's why I'm coming up with lots and lots of integration videos to share with you guys what I like to do. All right, thank you guys for watching, and support this video, support my channel, support everything else. I'm sincerely thank you for your support. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.